right here, absolutely great right here. It's I'm not even a big wine drinker.
Yeah.
But this right here is not too sweet. It's not too bitter. Like it's just the perfect mix. So I really shout out to Nakia.
That's my big sister and whatnot. And like I said, I don't be biased. I don't care what y'all say. It's the best wine in the world. And not even just that, like that 14% hit you.
Man, I'm telling you, I'm slurring my words on stage. Coming to the stage, we got what's your name again?
It's the Wine and Dine South Euclid Wine Festival, guys. If you're in the city of Cleveland, please come out. MCing will be B Titty. Also, it will be music. It will be obviously wine, and it will also be great food right about the 4 Bistro and whatnot. So listen, August 31st, you guys make sure you're here. So, and also we're looking for vendors. If you want to be a vendor, please let us know or whatnot. You have until July 26th, so please let us know in the comments, okay? What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Pull-Up Experience. We have a great episode for you guys today. Actually, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. So when we started this podcast, we had a list of people we want to have on this joint, right? And guys said, you know what, Brent, you are my favorite son. And we were at a convention, and we were shout out to Phil, man. And we were covering that, and we seen Mr. Ahmaad Crump here, and I was like, oh, shit, get hit him up and whatnot. And we here now, and the reason why I'm so excited about this because too often I hear all the time, you gotta leave Cleveland to make it Cleveland, right?
Right.
And you are a shining example of a person who's from Cleveland and doing it big in Cleveland.
Right.
So I'm excited about this one. I know you are too. You watching, okay? And without further ado, Mr. Ahmaad Crump, man. How you doing today?
I appreciate you. Thank you so
No,
much.
appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you. So let me ask you this. Cleveland born and raised?
Born and raised, Cleveland Heights, Ohio.
Call by say, what hood you represent?
Cleveland Heights.
Cleveland Heights. Shout out to the Cleveland Heights, man. Yes. So let me ask you this. Growing up, were you the kid who did the morning announcements? Like, where did it all start for you?
Well, what's so crazy is that when as a kid, I loved game shows. As a kid, it's crazy.
What's your favorite?
Well, as a kid, it was Price is Right.
Okay.
And Let's Make It Real. Yeah. I used to watch those, and I still watch them now every now and then. But as a kid, it was just something about, the lights, the glitz, the glamour, giving away money, the excitement that people get on the show, and dreaming one day that I can win a brand new car and stuff like that. It was as exciting. So in the summertime, my friends knew not to knock on my door until after 12 o'clock. Right. Because that's where all my game shows go off.
Okay.
You know how people say, you got to wait till my soap operas go off.
Right.
Wait till my game shows go off, then we'll go outside and play.
That makes sense.
And that's what it was. I used to just I just got a thrill out of, and my father, who's not with us anymore, but I appreciate it. He, back in the day, he used to tell my siblings, sit down while he hosts this and watch him. So if he was here and watching me do what I do now, he would be absolutely going insane. So it's that's how it started for me. Like growing up in the church. Always wanted to have a microphone in my hand. Always wanted to be like that leader of some sort or whatever. It was a born thing, I guess, for me.
Yeah. Okay. So let me ask you this, because this is why I love our podcast. I get a chance to hear about the story. I don't think people even know about your story,
right?
And whatnot. So let me ask you this: how do we go from where you are now to before? Like, what was the beginning? What would you say the steps that took to get you where you are now?
Well, I used to in high school and college, I used to host talent shows, and Greek step shows and things of that nature. So I was going to college at Central State.
Shout out to State.
Central State, absolutely. When I left Central, I started working for a law firm. I started working for a law firm and thinking that I was going to become a lawyer, but when I realized the work that it took to become a lawyer, you had to, have your bachelor's, your master's, your law degree, and things like that. I wasn't mentally there to take that. So when I worked in the law firm and I'm watching the attorneys, oh, they make great money. They
Yeah.
make $300,000, $400,000, $500,000 a year. Some maybe even more. But you're working 100 hours a week, you know, and it's like you don't get a chance to enjoy the fruits of your labor.
Yeah.
So I used to see that, and I used to watch how stressed they was, and I was just doing it, just working in the records department and the mailroom department as well, just to get a paycheck. I had bills, apartment, car note, things of that nature, whatever. So I got a second job working with the Cavs in 2003. In 2003 in the summer, I was working for the Cleveland Rockers, which was our WNBA team prior.
Shout out to Rockers.
Yeah, Rockers, absolutely. And when LeBron was drafted in 2003,
great year, by the way.
Absolutely, great year. Oh man, they decided, the owners at the time, they wanted to get rid of the Rockers and focus all their energy on the LeBron James era, and that's what they did. So they wanted interactive teams. And I was on the inaugural Scream team. And the Scream team now is hip hop dance team. It was a hip hop dance team back then as well too. But I'm not a hip hop dancer. I can't do it.
I'm about to say, were you out there?
Oh no!
I'm about to say, you got footage of that? You get some of that? No,
it's plenty of footage out there. I guarantee it is. But as far as the dancer, the Scream team is absolutely unbelievable dancers. And I just had to find my niche. How I was able to fit in. So I was more of the pump up guy. Getting people involved, throwing the t-shirts in the stands, making people excited, making them smile or whatever. So when Dan Gilbert bought the team in 2005, he wanted to do everything, new hosts, new dancers, new PA announcers, and that was the opportunity that was there, and I tried out for it, and I didn't make it. Wow. And I didn't make it simply because I was nervous. I'm fumbling over my words, stuttering and everything, and it was just, the audition process was a simulated basketball game between the employees down there, and it was 3 or 4 people from leadership just sitting in there watching, So the girl who was before me, Nicole, shout out to my girl Nicole Marcelino, who's still down there with me now. She called in sick. It was November the 15th.
You remember the day?
Yeah, November 15th, 2005, against the Denver Nuggets. That was LeBron and Melo.
Yeah.
And so we're like, and that was my first game. It was Thursday night, TNT. And I'm like, oh my God, so I'm playing it off. They called me in my office at the law firm, and they say, hey, why don't you fill in for us? I'm like, all right, cool. And I was a familiar face. I was comfortable with it. And when that red light came on, I froze. I froze, and I got a nice little pump up talk from my director at the time. Words that kids are not allowed to hear. She laid into me, and I was comfortable with her, and she was comfortable with me. But she was able to talk to me that way. And so that was the talk that I needed. And then I did well enough that day that they told me to come back Saturday, which was November the 17th, no, November the 19th, and that was against the Miami Heat. D-Wade and Shaq. Taking on LeBron.
And by the way, y'all, I don't know if y'all might be old enough for whatnot, but that just, to me, is the greatest area of basketball.
Oh my God!
In my opinion,
definitely one of the greatest. For sure.
Definitely.
One of the greatest for sure. But it was just me out there, and I was comfortable. I was there, and I did. So they told me to work the rest of the season, and then at the end of that season, we had lost to the Pistons.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Game 7 of Eastern Conference semifinals. That was 2006, and they told me to quit the law firm and work full time in the organization.
Wow.
And that was right there. I'm thinking like, wait a minute, basketball. Basketball, paper cuts.
How long did it take you to decide?
But the thing, it was an easy decision.
Yeah.
But I left a great firm because I created relationships with the partners, with the associates, with all of my coworkers. I had a great rapport with everybody there. And so I started full time with the organization October of 2006, and so in the beginning it was all about hosting. It was all about hosting, and it was all about being at the games, and I get to see the players and interview the players and things like that, and all of that was cool.
Yeah.
But as years went on, as I got older, it had to be something else that I was able to turn that into. Went to the organization, and I just said, hey, maybe I can be a part of our community relation programs where I can get out in these schools, in the CMSD schools, in the inner city, and just talk to these kids, do gym takeovers, do all types of events, So in the beginning stages of the Cavs, it didn't start off that way, but as time went on, because there was something else that I had to do, because myself and one other person, two other people. It's 30 teams in the NBA. Everybody has a host. I'm one of 3 full-time hosts in the NBA.
Wow.
Myself, Memphis, and Sacramento. So that's unheard of.
Yeah.
To have your in-arena host to be full-time in the office. But in some of these organizations, they'll call me, hey, what else do you do outside of the games? To see if it's a fit for their organization.
Oh wow! So you're the prototype.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly. So they'll call, and I'll. I mean, it's like a fraternity amongst a fraternity. Well, I shouldn't say fraternity because there's girls as well, but it's just a group of all of us, and we talk to each other. We have a little chat that we talk to, just to stay in contact. It's our little shop talk. We learn different things or whatever. So in 2024, I'm still going strong with the organization. I've been blessed to do 7 NBA All-Star weekends. I've done MLB All-Star. I've done NCAA hockey Frozen Four. I've done Fan Fest, all over. I did hosted in Paris a couple of months ago on behalf of the Cavs. It's really been a humbling experience being a part of this journey, because like I said, when I first started, it was just about basketball for me. I'm standing next to LeBron and oh my God, this and that, whatever, So, to see what that turned into now, it's like I thank God for it. It's humbling. It's been a hell of a ride. It really has, and whatever the organization asks of me, and that's one of the reasons why I think that they keep me around. I'm full time. I got an office down there. Well, I got a desk down there. Should I say not an office? I wish I had an office, but that's the beauty about the office. About being down there. Everybody is on the same team because nobody has an office down there.
Come on now.
Nobody has an office. Like the CEO. He's out amongst everybody. If he has to take a private meeting, a private call, he does have an office in the back, but he's barely in there. So it's definitely a blessing being a part of that organization.
That's awesome right there. And I mean, how can I say this? So in Cleveland, there's only so many staples, right? There's the free stamp downtown.
Right.
There is the water fountain. We all know of, right? And there's you. Right? Because you go to Cavs game.
Right.
Then you know that you're going to be here to pump the crowd and whatnot. And I don't think you understand. Like, when you think about Cavs, I feel like synonymously you are associated with that. Because generations of people have come to see the Cavs. They see you. Yeah. Because like I said, I feel like the Cavs before LeBron was different era. The Gun Arena era, you know what I'm saying? It was cool. We got Sean Kemp on that, but LeBron era was like a whole different thing.
Oh, man.
And then, like you said, you being introduced to it. So because I remember when we tried LeBron, and that was a whole different thing. Like I said, a whole different organization, a whole different thing going on. So to me, you were encapsulated in that era. You absolutely
appreciate that. Real quick story. Donovan Mitchell made Donovan Mitchell,
Shout out Donovan Mitchell.
Yeah, Donovan Mitchell, he's absolutely great. One of the few superstars in the NBA that actually gets it. Just humble. Just a great guy. So when he first got traded here, he told in his press conference you know. So and he showed a picture, him 12 years old in New York City. You know, that's where he grew up in New York. 12 years old. He's walking around with his LeBron jersey, and he would walk around and he would yell, "Cleveland Cavaliers!" See, at 12 years old, listening to me doing these actual games. So when he got traded here, and he told me that story, he was like, you know, he said that, Ahmaad over here, you know, when he, you know, I would walk around the house imitating him, and to be here, you know, and then when he met when he actually met my wife in Paris, you know, for the actual game that we did, I introduced my wife to him. I was like, "Hey, Donovan, it's my wife, Trevina, woo, whatever," you know, and he was like, "Your husband." I was his biggest fan. Well, he was my biggest. Well, I was his biggest fan, should I say? when I was a kid walking around, like, and it kind of it made me feel cool, and it made me feel old at the same time. I mean, hey, man, I've been doing it for a while, but just, you know, like I said, but to reach to impact somebody of his status, and then somebody who doesn't have his status. Yeah. If, like I said, if I can. When you walk inside, you know, the arena, Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse, you just never know what type of hell anybody's going through. Absolutely. You just never know what type of adversity they're facing. So if I take it as a challenge, when you walk inside the building, if I can make you forget about what's going on in the outside world for the next couple hours, just enjoying some basketball, if I can give you a high five, or I give you a free T-shirt, or just a simple hi, you just never know what that can do to turn somebody's whole life around. You know, so you just never know. So I'm at Starbucks probably about maybe 3-4 months ago, and this gentleman walked up to me and he said that, "Hey, how you doing?" I was like, "What's going on?" You know, shirt and tie. He was like, "Hey, you may not remember me, but you came to my school 7 or 8 years ago at Shaw High School." And I'm just talking to him, whatever, and I don't even know what the speech was actually about. But, you know, I just gave him some encouragement. Well, I gave the class some encouraging words, but those words stuck with him. Stuck with him. He's completed his first year of law school at Case. Come on now. You know, and he just said that it was your words that just pushed me to keep on, and don't let my situation define who I am. You know, so you know, I almost got emotional in Starbucks when he told me that, you know, but I just said, "Hey, man, I really appreciate you telling me that," because you don't know. No, you're right. You know, so so just like I try to impact everybody, adult, kids, it don't matter, you know, if I can do anything just to make you forget about what's going on. Sounds good. I feel like I've done my job.
Absolutely. So we had the honor of having Kiera Cotton on our show and whatnot. Oh yeah. And she told a story about how when she auditioned for the Cavs, how you gave her advice on how to get prepared to go on or whatnot. So I mean, like, once again, another person who impacted, and I don't know if you knew, but don't worry, I'll have it in the clips, y'all. Get clipped up and whatnot, but that just goes to show the impact you have on others.
Kiera is absolutely great. Kiera, just, you know, watching her when she was with Channel 3 at the time, you know, being in our world of live entertainment, it was kind of at first it was nervous for her, you know. So, you know, I just, you know, tried to make it comfortable as possible for her, just letting her know that, hey, you know, just picture this as that you're just doing the news, but you're doing the news live in front of a big crowd, and you know, the more games that we did, we took a couple training classes together. And she's definitely unbelievable to work with. To watch her grow to what she's actually doing, and when I got a chance to see her host the NCAA Women's Final Four that was here a couple months ago, I'm just like, wow, you know, this is just her growth as a host in front of 20,000 fans is absolutely amazing to see.
Shout out to Kid. Yeah. Now, she's on her way to do phenomenal things. Yes. So let me ask you this, in your opinion. So, okay, what would you recommend to somebody if because I know for me, I'm fairly new to the public speaking arena or whatnot. God is good. Some people ask me to speak, and I'm like, "You want me to speak?" and whatnot. And I know I get up there and I'll be like, I have to literally trick myself into thinking like there's no one there. What would you say is ways you could help someone who, because you're used to it by, or that's a good question. Are you used to it by now, or
I'm used to it, but there are times where those butterflies will come up for sure. It's just it still feels new.
Yeah.
Every now and then, I in the beginning when I was younger, I used to take it for granted. You know, I don't take things like that for granted anymore. When I say that, like, you know, being on the court is a big deal.
Yeah.
When I was a kid, I mean not a kid, but when I like first started, you know, I used to see people getting excited just by standing on the court. And I'm like, why are they getting excited? Like, you know, but you know, these times we living in now, and the economics that we're going through, you just, like I said, you just never know what anybody's situation is. So, you know, if I see a kid, you know, and they want to come on the floor, like when the players are on the floor, if I can bring them on the floor and take a picture just to enhance their, enhance the experience, make a memory, like before the game happens, you know, if I see a kid sitting courtside or whatever, or if I see a kid in the stands, whatever, I'll throw the ball with him, or I'll bring him on the court. I'll let him shoot a foul shot.
Yeah.
You know, if he makes it, great. If not, you know, it's just that memory. You know, so you know, that's what it's all about for me. Making memory. So, I would just say, just you know, it's just been great seeing, you know, the memories that's been made. Not only me, but the entire team over the years.
Yeah, no, that's good. That's good. Now let me ask you this, and I love the relationship you guys' wife, because a lot of people, when they're not entrepreneurs, but people who are doing things of significance, relationships are like something they don't not recognize, but don't see it as a thing that can help propel them and whatnot. Would you say your marriage has been that thing that can help propel, well, not just yourself, but anyone in that instance?
Absolutely. I mean, like, you know, my wife has definitely been great through this whole process. I got married in 2012, and it's just, you know, sometimes, you know, it to survive in this business, sometimes it does take sacrifice. It does, you know, and you know, there's a lot of nights, we got a lot of home games. There's 41 home games, and I got to be at every single one of them. You know, so it's still kind of different. I still don't take it for granted right now. But when we first started, you know, having kids in 2015, she had to, you know, when I'm at the arena, she gotta work, and she gotta come home and the kids are waiting or whatever. You know, so she definitely has been the MVP for me, and the rest of my village as well too. My parents, her father, you know, my stepdaughter, you know, but just, you know, she's definitely been supportive through this whole process, and you know, I like, you know, when she comes to games, you know, I like having her there. If she don't come to games, that's great, but you know, just, you know, she's been definitely a rock for me in this process.
That's good. And like I said, I love the fact that once again, you most people, you not saying your relationship is not the public's knowledge. It don't need to be. You know what I'm saying? But the fact you recognize it and you celebrate it. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Like, it's not too often you see that,
right?
Especially in our community. I'm not gonna lie to
you. You're 100% right. You know, and you know, just, you know, number one, I don't want to deal with any alimony payments.
that one time.
I don't deal with alimony payments at all. But two, you know, it's just like, you know, everybody is looking for something. When you're going out, and that's cool. And I still go out, and as I go out with the fellas, and we'll go to the bars and hang out, whatever it is, this and that, whatever. But you know, everybody in that bar or in that club or just out hanging out, whatever, you know, sooner or later they gonna wish that they had somebody they can come home to, you know, and it's just, you know, it's just
that's real.
And that's just real. It really is. Like, you know, and you don't have to, you don't have to worry about, you know, I know she's not going to disrespect me when she's out with her girls. I'm not going to disrespect her as well.
That's good.
You know, and it's just that type of relationship that we have, you know, and, you know, so I like going out with her.
Yeah.
There was a point in time that I didn't like going out with her, you know, and that's just real. Like, it's just, marriage was new for me. I was afraid what I was going to give up. You know, I'm giving up friends, and I'm giving up hanging out and talking to this girl and this girl, whatever, you know, and, you know, all that means nothing, man. Because you got to definitely have somebody that's in your corner, that's ride for you, because when all this Cav stuff is done, you know, whenever that's gonna be, you know, she's gonna be there, you know. So, and that's where I choose to, you know, I have no problem going to work and going home now, not a problem, because you know, I got kids there. I got a 9-year-old and a 7-year-old. You know, they're there, the wife there. I don't have a problem. I mean, it's crazy because this wasn't me. You know, 20 years ago.
But that's the growth, though, right?
It's growth.
That's good.
It's maturity.
Yeah.
And this is where it's at.
No, that's good. That's good. So let me ask you this. With that being said, a lot of people have gone to school. People have gone to training camps and whatnot. And the fact that you have a natural talent, because to me, I feel like hosting is not an easy job. People make it seem like it's an easy job. I know it's not an easy job.
Right.
Because I know I can't do it. I can interview people, I ask questions all day. I'm a inquisitive person, but hosting is a whole another thing.
Right.
What advice would you give somebody who wants to become a host?
Well, I would say definitely volunteer your time as far as hosting in the community. Excuse me, like the community events, you know, that's having or whatever. Take some, you know, free courses. I know Ohio Media School does a lot as well too. But at the end of the day, I would just say be yourself. You know, be yourself. Don't try to, you know. I love watching ESPN and FS1 all the time, and I'll never ever try to emulate Stephen A. Smith. And I'll never try to emulate that, because, you know, that's his act that he has to sell. You know, and as entertaining as it is, that's not me. You know, I can't say the big words like he does. You know, so at the end of the day, you know, you can take all the classes you want, you can volunteer all you want, but at the end of the day, you gotta be your true, authentic self. You know, and that's where the fans or whoever you're entertaining, when they actually see that, it's gonna come through. You know, like when I walk on that floor, the fans know if I'm being fake or not. They really do. And, you know, I was accused of that once, you know, a long time ago. And if one fan come up to me and say that, they're like, yeah, I really didn't feel that or whatever. You know, back in the day, you know, on a Monday night or a Tuesday night, against, let's say the Toronto Raptors, you know, that's not an exciting game. But I have to treat that as, you know, every fan, every game, every time. That's my motto. That's my motto. Every fan, every game, every time, because, you know, if that game doesn't sell well, there's a lot of opportunities where we just give tickets, you know, to schools, to different organizations around the city. That might be their first game,
right?
You know, so I just take it upon myself that, you know, what I do on the floor, and none of us are bigger than the players at all, because we know the ultimate goal. People want to watch the game,
absolutely, but
while they're watching the game, you know, something that we can say or something we can do, that can be a determining factor if they want to renew season, they want to get season tickets, or they want to come back. You know, so I take that like, you know what, so
I never thought about it like that, by the way.
So it's every fan, every game. If it's 20,000, if it's 5,000, if it's 2, during the COVID year, we were only allowed 1,800 fans in the building. You know, and so it was 100 here, 50 here, 20 here. You know, that was difficult. You know, but at the same time, those 1,800 fans, they deserve a show just like 20,000. You know, so
So they bring that same energy.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. So let me ask you this: what do you feel like the biggest misconception people have will being the host of the cast? What are the things they don't know? Because they probably we all have an idea, but I'm pretty sure it's stuff we don't know.
Well, you alluded to it earlier with the earlier question. A lot of people think that it's easy.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of things that goes on behind the scenes that, like for instance, a lot of people think that I show up on a game day, and game time is at 7 o'clock, and I go out there at 6 o'clock, and it's on the pop.
Right.
No. I mean, scripts have to be written. We do production meetings, 2 of them.
Yeah.
To make sure everybody's on the same page. We have rehearsals to make sure the lighting is good, make sure the videos are ran good. We have to make sure our props are in order.
Yeah.
Because there's been times where our props wasn't where they were supposed to be, and I'm on the floor doing an actual show, a contest or whatever. So there's a lot that goes a lot of research as far as videos.
Yeah.
A lot of different content that we have to search for as far as pump up videos, interactive videos to get the fan involved, whatever. So when I tell people, when people come up to me and they'll say, "Oh man, I can do this job." Yeah. And I'm like, hey, if you feel that you can, I have at 420-2000. You can call the game operations department, because they can say, the thing about it is that it's more than just the getting hype. It's more than just, I mean, anybody can yell on a microphone or whatever, but are you genuine about it? Are you genuine about it? Do you really love the product that you're out there supporting? And like there's just times where I believed in the product so much where the Cavs, they could be down by 20, and if I feel that they got a comeback in them, I'm gonna relay that over to the fans. I'm like, hey, come on, y'all, we can do this. Whatever. So so a lot of people think that it's just hosting, and there's a lot more to it behind the scenes.
No, that's what's up. I'm in my mind, I'm picturing like you watching film, like like you Brady.
Yeah.
Like giving the pump. All right, it was right here, 3 seconds right here. So no,
right, exactly.
So with that being said, and then you're also on air personality or whatnot.
Yes.
And that's another thing once again that I gotta give you props for, because not having an audience, it's two different arenas. Not even the same thing. So what would you say is the big difference between being on personality versus being the host?
You got to bring energy. You got to bring energy, and you got to pretend that it's people there.
Wow.
Because people listening, they'll definitely know if you're just lollygagging or whatever. They can definitely feel that energy. So with the radio station, I didn't go to Ohio Media School or anything like that, but the vice president of programming was like, "Hey, you ever been on radio before?" And I said, "No, I've done radio interviews, but I never done." He was like, "Well, I can teach you that." So I'm like, "You can teach me?" So I would go in and I would when I was doing radio interviews or whatever, getting interviewed or whatever, I would watch Sam Silk.
Oh, shout out to Sam Silk.
Yeah, exactly. I would watch Sam Silk, and I would, the radio board, he would do 3 shows at a time. And I'm like, so watching him, I couldn't learn from him because he's so amazing at his job. #1 show in the city, just all over the place doing it, whatever. So I had the programming, I had our operations manager at the time. He trained me on the weekends, on a Saturday. So one Saturday, I can come in, I write down notes, and he had the board. I'm writing down my notes or whatever, and I did a show from 8 to 12, but he was in there with me. I went there the following Saturday, and he was there, same thing. I'm writing down notes. He gave me notes, whatever. So I'm comfortable. I'm ready to rock and roll. The 3rd Saturday I went in there. It was 15 minutes before my shift starts. He wasn't in there. So I'm like, oh, maybe he's in the bathroom or whatever. So 7:55 comes. My show starts at 8. 7:55 comes. I get an email. On my phone, and he says, "Hey, enjoy the show. You got this." And I'm like, What?
That was intentional?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that was intentional. He threw me in the fire.
Oh wow.
And
you got this.
I'm like, oh my God, like what am I gonna do?
Yeah.
You know, but I got through it. I had my notes.
Yeah.
You know, and that was 2014 when he did that. And like I said, you know, I've worked, I clawed up, you know, and I'm still on weekends, but you know, with the full-time job, the weekends I'm on Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays. And it's just it's definitely been great, you know. So being a radio personality, like you definitely have to know your audience, you know, and you got to bring that energy.
Yeah.
And nobody's in the building.
No, I'm gonna say it's big difference, right?
It's big difference, but you got to act like you're in front of a concert stage, you know.
And that's dope. I mean, cause like I said, like podcasting is own arena or whatever. But I'm just thinking in my head that you have mastered two different crafts, in my opinion, or whatnot.
I appreciate it.
No, absolutely no. Cause like I said, I podcasting is one thing, but like you were in front of people, people were tuning in every weekend to come hear you, and whatnot. And like I said, these are things that people understand that goes into. They know the Lord, but they know the story.
Right.
So thank you for that.
Right.
So, and I actually saw Cameron. I just want to, because you know you're alpha and whatnot.
Yes.
And shout out to the alpha, by the way. Shout out to y'all. And I asked you, is it okay if I ask you this question? Because I'm seeing it, and I know some people who are part of fraternities and whatnot, but right now there's been this big denouncements of fraternities and sororities and whatnot. And I wanted to ask you your opinion because you're alpha, and not only you alpha, but you are proud alpha on top of
Absolutely.
that. Now I want to get your opinion on that.
I mean, I think to each his own.
Yeah.
Whatever they choose to denounce their organization, that's not going to sway how I roll with my fraternity. The way that I operate, you know, it's my faith in God, my family, my career in alpha. That's where their alpha and my career is tied for third. You know, if you are putting the fraternity or your sorority above God, then that's that's where they're using struck out already. You know, so I'm not saying that people who denounce have done that, but you know, and I'm not sure what their reasoning is. You know, but for me, it's definitely been a great brotherhood experience. You know, nothing demonic at all about it. You know, we're not serving a demon. We're not serving the devil. You know, we're out there in the community. We're doing God's work. We really are. You know, we out there. You know, but you know, so I'm not sure what other people's reasons are of doing it. And hey, and that's much respect to them if that's what they choose to do. But you know, I know for me personally, and the way a lot of brothers in my organization roll, it's our faith first, then our family, then alpha comes next.
No, that's dope. Because like I said, and like I shot, like I know a lot of extraordinary men who are alphas and whatnot, and like I see some of the things y'all have done and whatnot, because y'all make impact, and y'all are making an impact not only in the community, but I see it across the world. Because I know some alphas who are doing great, extraordinary things. And like I said, and I wanted to ask you, because like I said, we're seeing it more and more nowadays. And like, I don't know if it's generational or whatnot, and like whatnot, but I'm
not sure where it's actually coming from. You know, I mean, the YouTube pages, people are denouncing every single day, and you know, in the 70s, 80s, 90s, whatever, I don't think it was like that. You know, but you know, my thing is that if you do want to denounce that, that's fine. But you know, you don't have to make it public. You know that just keep it to yourself. You know, keep it to yourself. Maybe tell your organization. But you know, to each his own though.
No, I understand. I appreciate sharing that. So like I said, I like to give people the insight on these things. Because like I'm not part of the fraternity, but I see, like I said, I see every day. And it's like more and more prevalent that we see it, and like it's become a whole movement at this point. And it's like, okay, well, let me ask somebody who actually part of it. So thank you for that. So let me ask you this: can we talk about the past, talk about the present, let's talk about the future? What's the future hold for you?
Man, I'm hoping I can continue to do this another 10 to 15 years.
Yeah.
You know, like I said, I love the game of basketball. I love the Cavalier organization. You know, I love the city. You know, I love the city that I'm doing it in. You know, so this is, unless, the Mega Millions or Powerball come my way or whatever, this is what I really enjoy doing. And if I'm not hosting anymore, I still want to be affiliated with the organization. Yeah. So whether that's sideline reporting or that's just in the community relations department or whatever, I still want to be affiliated with this organization until, it's time to retire, but I think I got probably about good 15 years left.
Yeah, you still got some fuel inside.
Yeah, I still got some fuel left. I got a lot left in the tank.
That's right. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, yeah.
That's good. So imagine, in your career, who was someone that you met that you didn't speak to? I mean, you didn't expect to meet while in your career and whatnot. You had opportunity to meet.
Who have I met that I didn't expect to meet? Wow, it's been so many people. So many people. I'm talking. If you're a wrestling fan, The Undertaker.
Oh, come on now. He still screams to the day, and I'm going
Yeah, The Undertaker. He was dressed in his gear.
He was dressed in the gear.
He came to our. He came to the game that they received their championship rings.
Mm-hmm. He was there.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So I got a chance to meet him and talk to him. Charlie Wilson.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, Charlie Wilson is unbelievable. So many people. Harold Melvin of the Blue Notes. Montel Jordan.
Come on.
I got a crazy relationship with Usher. Like just seeing him and he knows what I do with the cat because he was once upon a time
a part owner
or whatever. So. Got a chance to chop it up with him, and so when he's ever in town, and when he recognizes me, he'll say, "What's going on?" He'll shake my hand or whatever. My wife, she has a thing for Usher. So I'm like, "Hey, Usher, back up, bro." Man. So yeah, it's been a blessing, to see these people. It's just like wow, like you see them, and at the end of the day, they're just people.
Yeah.
But you see how people across the world, they have all these actual fans, and you get a chance to just chop it up with them just for a couple seconds. It's been humbling.
Yeah.
And it's much more than Hulk Hogan, Ric Flair.
Oh, come on now, Ric Flair.
Oh man, Ric Flair. We had him at the game a couple months ago. And he might have had a little bit too much, whereas he opened up his energy drink that he has, and spilled all over the floor. Halftime. But we had him on the floor before the team is ready to play. But he's on the corner in the floor. He opens it up, and we had to delay the game a couple minutes, so we could wipe up his stuff off the floor. So yeah, it's been a lot of people. There is one that I would love to meet one day, and I watch the show all the time. Wayne Brady.
Shout out to Wayne Brady.
Wayne Brady is absolutely, people can say what they want about him or whatever.
He's a great host.
Oh my God, I'm talking a great host. He's a master at improv. And like I said, people, they can call him whatever they want. I know they call him corny, and I don't know all that. That man is an absolute genius.
It was coming out of Dave Chappelle's skit.
I'm telling you, so it's stuff like that makes him stand out. But just, so if I ever got invited to the show, Let's Make a Deal or whatever, I would be like, wow, like, dude, let me pick your brain a little bit, So,
That's dope. Okay, let me ask you this. How often that when you meet people, they're like, hey, can I get tickets one night?
Oh, man, yeah. Oh, wow.
you that all the time.
That's all the time, you know. And I'm like, you know, once upon a time, when we had paper tickets, I couldn't give the tickets away because the team were bad. You know, I couldn't give them away. The year that LeBron left in 2010.
Oh my goodness.
That was a very difficult. That was the season we lost 26 in a row.
I remember like it's yesterday.
So you know, I mean, on my desk, stacks of tickets, like 10 to 20 tickets for every game that I had. And hey, give them out, whatever. You know, nah, dog, I'm busy. Unless it was the Lakers, or you know, the Lakers was the team in Boston and things like that, but we wasn't getting Laker tickets like that. We wasn't getting Miami tickets like that because that was LeBron, D Wade, and Chris Bosh. But yeah, so I get it all the time. Hey man, what's the tickets? Whoa, whatever. I got you. I take care of you, whatever. You know, like, hey, SeatGeek. That's where you gotta go. SeatGeek. That's where you gotta go to get these tickets.
Right. That's funny, man. I always wanted that because I'm pretty sure they hit you on time. Hey,
Hey,
me.
Yeah.
On that Crump too or whatnot.
Right.
That's funny. So okay. So with that being said, y'all know here at the Plus Spring, we have to like to ask you certain questions. Reason being because we create this podcast, we understand the notion or the thing that are said about our city. Unfortunately, they say Cleveland not a collaborative place. So I love asking the question because I like to get your opinion on that. What the narrative that Cleveland not a collaborative place, what do you feel like we can do to help change that narrative?
I mean, I hate that people think Cleveland is just the butt of jokes.
Yeah.
You know, I think Cleveland is a great place to live. It's a great place to raise a family at. You know, I just think that, you know, people just have to discover what their gift is. And when you discover what your gift is, you know, somebody out in the city is watching. Yeah. You know, that's all it takes is just one to get that word out or whatever, you know, and you don't have to leave you don't have to leave Cleveland.
Come on, tell one more time.
Yeah, you don't have to leave Cleveland. People think that, and Cleveland, I'm not saying Cleveland is a tough place.
It really is.
It is. But I tell people all the time, you make it in Cleveland, you'll make it anywhere. Man, so listen. If you make it here, you might as well stick it out here.
Facts.
You know, you might as well stick it out. You know, Facts. And maybe I'm biased because I've been here my whole life, and this is where I want to. I mean, other cities is great. Is great to live. Yeah. You know, I mean, you know, it's a lot of great cities out there. But you know, people they're so quick to move to LA and things like that. But you know, they'll sing a different tune when those taxes hit. You know,
that's a fact.
50% off rent. Off rent, absolutely. Yeah. You know, so you know, between them and New York and traffic, and you know, people have been moving to Atlanta and Florida. You know, no knock to them if that's what you choose to do. But I know where my heart is and where I think my calling is. I think this is where I need to be for sure.
That's good. I remember the Improv, right? And if y'all don't know who John Hayden is, remember Living Single, Overton, right? Mm-hmm. He was at the Improv, and mind you, he's from Cleveland. Yeah. People in Cleveland were booing him off the stage, and I'm like, he's from Cleveland. We ain't gonna give him enough respect. I'm like, dang. But it speaks to, once again, Cleveland is a hard place. Everyone's talking about New York. If you make it in New York, you can make it anywhere. I believe you can make it in Cleveland. You can literally make it in the universe.
Absolutely. And that's a shame that John Hayden went through that.
Yeah, man. I felt so bad.
But you know, no matter what you do, you're gonna have haters.
Oh, absolutely.
And if you don't have haters, then you must not be doing something right.
Come on.
You know, so you know, that man, you know, Shaw High graduate, you know, and he that's the only knock I got on him. He went to Shaw.
The rival's still strong.
Yeah, you know. No, but I love all all the good people at Shaw, and it's just you know, he did a great show on Living Single. Absolutely. And he's done this thing on the comedy scene. You know, it's just, you know, I just never. It baffles me when you see, you know, people trying to provide for themselves and make a name for themselves and provide for their family, and then you got people who try to step on that. Yeah. I just don't understand that. Like, you know, if you don't like them, great. I mean, hey, if you want to boo them, fine. That's what you paid your money for. But it's just the fact that, you know, why do that to one of your own?
Absolutely, no. Yeah. Like I said, it's bad when you do it for anybody, but not when you're own.
It's like, man.
And like I said, I felt bad for him, but he said, "Hey, listen, I got y'all money now, and I get it." All my brothers are the same thing.
Absolutely.
But in that moment, it made me think, like, dang, we dang, Cleveland, I know we're just real blue collar, real, we get out the mud type of city, but it's like we got to change.
You got to change it. You got to change. That's the only way that that's another way that Cleveland won't be looked at that way. It's a hard place to make it out of if we support each other.
Come on now.
We support, and no matter what your gift is, like some of the black restaurants that's around here. It's people out here that you'll get bad service one time and it's over and done with. But you'll go to other spots. And you've been served bad service a couple times, but you'll keep on supporting that. So it's just you got to give everybody a shot. Now, if the black restaurant, if you continue to give bad service, then that's a conversation that we need to have.
Absolutely.
But but I hate that that we have the reputation of not supporting our own. That's why Steve Harvey got up out of here. Steve Harvey is out of here. Avant, he's back and forth every now and then. Gerald stayed. Gerald rest in heaven to Cleveland's teddy bear. It's just I hate that we have that reputation not supporting our own.
But you know what? And this is me. Just I guess I say all the time on the podcast. I feel like we're going through a renaissance.
Yeah.
And shout out to Mayor Bibb or whatnot because he's trying to bring tech to Cleveland. He's trying to, and I feel like with the embracement of entrepreneurship, we're cultivating that nowadays. Right. And like the only way, like you said, I feel like we're going to get there to like the Atlantas, the New Yorks, and the Californians, like I said, support each other. So that's good. So let me ask you this: who would you like to collaborate with in the future? Any organization, any person in particular, or just who would you like to work with?
I would like to work with Wayne.
Wayne Brady. I know you watch Wayne Brady.
Wayne. Yeah, come on, dog. I like to work with him. I would like to work with a couple of talents from WWE.
Come on now.
So just anybody who would want to work, I'm open with working with anybody. If we have the same goal and we're on the same path or whatnot, like I'm pretty much open to it. I've done a lot of things with the NBA. I would like to even go global with the NBA.
Come on now.
So I would like to just keep my options open on that one.
For some reason, I just thought about if Drew Carey decided to step down, like we need to get a new host.
Oh man!
Hit my mom one time. He's from Cleveland, hey, keep the Cleveland thing going.
Right, exactly. And if they guaranteed me a contract, then that's the conversation I'll probably have with the Cavaliers. Like, you know what? It's been great, but
first right. Get the scheme right.
But it goes back to. That's California. That's half my taxes. In a way right there, So it would have to be a very lucrative deal out there, which I know it wouldn't be,
Yeah, I got you. But I mean, this is a great host, but I just see you just hosting something of magnitude.
Oh, I appreciate that.
Sure. Absolutely. So let me ask you this.
Yeah.
With that being said, legacy. The reason I like the question among all the rest of them is that I watched the Nipsey Hussle interview. He talking about all the things he wanted to accomplish. We talking about young Nipsey Hussle and whatnot. And not only did he accomplish what he set out to do, but he exceeded that joint, right?
Yeah.
So my question to you is, what would you like legacy to be for you, the individual, but then everything attached to you?
So, I think my legacy. I think that's a great question. Honestly, professionally, I think I've accomplished enough.
Come on now.
I think I've accomplished enough as far as places where I've been. You always want more money, but sometimes it's not about the money. It's just about you being happy and and you get to spread your joy amongst other people as well too. And my legacy is, you know, my kids.
Yeah.
I want them to, you know, be able to, you know, you know, my journey with the Cavs. You know, I don't you know, I was told no, and another opportunity came to me, and I snatched it by the neck, and I wasn't gonna let it go. So that's a message, and that's a legacy I want to leave my kids. I don't care what you do. I don't care what job you want to attain. When that opportunity is there, you know, you make sure you grab it, because you might not get it again.
Yeah.
There might be somebody out there waiting, and I'm pretty sure in the position I'm in now, I know it's a lot of people out there waiting to do what I actually do. So it's important for me to stay fresh with things that I do, stay motivated. You know, I think that's what motivates me too, because, you know, I know it's people waiting. I know it is. Oh my God, yeah. I know it is, but, you know, I'm not ready.
You're not ready to stay.
I'm not ready to let anything go yet.
Yeah.
You know, so so that's my legacy in this. Watching my kids and watching them at the games, and when they get a chance to, you know, when they see me on the big screen, you know, at the games, and they're like, "Oh, that's daddy, it's daddy." And now they're at the age now, and before, they really didn't care, but now they're at the age now 9 and 7 where
like appreciate
at their friends at school, they're like, "Did I see your dad at the Cavs game?" So, you know, and watching them, you know, watching them get joy out of that, that brings me joy.
That's dope.
You know, so yeah.
That's dope. Hey, listen, when you're here, like, hey, I can see you pulling on LeBron and Bronny type of situation when your kids come of age, like, you know, pass down.
Right, yeah. Hey, if they would, I got a picture of my son years ago, probably maybe 3 or 4 years ago. My wife actually sent me a picture. He fell asleep with a microphone on his chest.
That's dope. Legacy
like, wow.
for real.
Right,
you know?
Exactly. You know, so yeah.
They were shutting them down. Hey, I need you to hype up this crowd of
9-year-olds.
Put them in training. That's dope, though. So okay. Let me ask you this. Yeah. With that being said, this has been a great interview, and I, as a person who loves watching interviews, I feel like people should have takeaways they should get at the end, right? So, what do you feel like are 3 takeaways someone should take away from your interview to help them encourage and help them to want to propel them to what they're called to do?
I would say 3 takeaways from the interview.
I would drop them gems.
Oh, dropping gems. Okay, so I would say if you're trying to get into the entertainment business, you know, you got to be yourself. You definitely have to be willing to sacrifice, because sacrifices, that's just a part of it. You have to sacrifice sometimes sleep, sacrifice your family, sacrifice your friends. You know, you just definitely gonna. It's just necessary if you're gonna actually make it. And I would say the big takeaway from me is that no matter what you do, follow your gift and not the passion.
Title. Yeah, thank you.
Follow your gift and not the passion, because, like I said, I got a passion for basketball.
Yeah.
You know, and I'll get out there and I'll shoot the 3 ball every now and then, and I'll make it. But I got to work too hard at that. You know, I got to work too hard at making it. So, you know, that I understand that that's not my gift. I got a gift. I got a passion for golf now. When COVID happened. I was at the golf course or whatever, you know, and you know, every now and then, you know, I go to golf like once a week, maybe twice a week, and I'll get a 250, 300 yard ball straight every now and then. But 9 times out of 10, I'm crawling in somebody's backyard trying to find that ball. You know, so that's not a gift for me. Yeah. My gift pretty much has been talking. Yeah. You know, I can talk in front of 20,000. I can talk in front of 200. You know, and you know, I've just been blessed with the opportunity, you know, by the Cavs and different organizations that's hired me to host events for them. You know, to spread any type of joy. So, your gift will make room for you. You know, your gift 100% will make room for you.
I'm like 8 titles already, y'all.
I'm telling you, it's. I'm a living witness. Like
Yeah.
your gift will definitely make room for you. You just got to just find out exactly what you want to do.
Yeah.
Because it was told to me a while back that, you know, there are so many people in the world that are capable of doing things. You're capable to get straight A's. You're capable to get the degree. You're capable to, you know, creating a great podcast and things like that. But it's fewer people who are willing. You know, so are you willing to put in the work?
Yeah.
Are you willing to make that sacrifice? What are you willing to give up to make sure that your gift shines through? So,
I don't think anything better than that. That was good. That was good. Good what you do, you know? That was awesome right there. And okay, and the most important question of the whole interview, where can people tune in? Where can people learn more about you? Where can I book you?
So you can find me on Instagram at Crump Style, CRUMPSTYLE. You can go to Cavs.com. You can find me on there. You can email me at Ahmaad C, AHMAADC @yahoo.com. You can listen to me on 93.1 WZAK Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays. Fridays 7 to 12, Saturdays 5 to 8, Sundays from 4 to 7. And if you're coming down to a Cavs game, you know, make sure you stop down and say hi to me. You know,
dope.
Yeah.
That's dope. Listen, guys, and by the way, for all my lazy people, listen, it'll be right there now. So you gotta go search them too far. You're watching this, it's right there, okay?
The Heights people. Also, I'm gonna pat myself on the back. I got a phone call a couple of days ago.
Okay.
I just got inducted, class of 2024, Cleveland Heights Hall of Fame. So, you know, I was told that news a couple of days ago when I was walking in the gym. I was walking in the indoor track, and I had to sit down. I thought I was being punked. I know I was being punked, whatever, you know. And but you know, there's I guess Ahmaad, you know, because I'm about to celebrate my 30th reunion.
Okay.
In August.
Congratulations.
You know, appreciate it. So you know, yeah, they got a phone call. They was like, yeah, so we want to induct you into the class of 2024. And I'm just like, wow, like, you know.
That's dope.
I never, you know, thought about it. You know, never, I mean, it would have been nice, you know. I see the other guys, like, I got relationships with Travis and Jason Kelsey and those guys and JR Bremer. But just to be in a class, you know, with people, you know, well, be in a group, should I say, with people who, you know, I'm hyped through and through. So be a part of that fraternity/sorority thing is absolutely great.
Come on, man. I can't think anybody better deserving of it. You know what I'm saying?
I appreciate that.
Absolutely, man.
I appreciate that.
And like I said, I love to interview like this, to interview people who have accomplished something in the city. Because like I said, so often people say, you got to leave the city to do it. No, you are a shining example of what can happen when you do what God called you to do in the city.
I appreciate it.
Make it room for you, man. So,
and I also want to give a huge shout out to Nakia.
Oh, come on now.
Too.
Come on now.
These wines right here. I had about 4 or 5 glasses. I was supposed to be hosting. I hosted last year. It's a event that she had at Kane Park. And I probably had too many of these, and she didn't invite me back this year. But these right here are absolutely great right here. It's you know, I'm not even a big wine drinker. But this right here, you know, it's not too sweet. It's not too bitter. Like, it's just the perfect mix. Mix. So I really shout out to Nakia, and I went to her school with her cousin Mike. You know, Mike Hudson. So you know, yeah.
No, listen, that's my big sister and whatnot. And like I said, I don't be biased. I don't care what y'all say. It's the best wine in the world. And not even just that, like that 14% hit you.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I'm slurring my words on stage. Coming to the stage, we got what's her name again?
Oh man! Listen, here on the show, so for the guests who are a little bit nervous, we will open up a bottle, and next thing you know, it's drink champs.
Oh man!
So no, that's a secret sauce and whatnot.
Yeah.
But no, yeah, shout out to you, Wines. And by the way, nice segue, guys. August 31st is the Wine and Dine South Euclid Wine Festival, guys. If you're here in the city of Cleveland, please come out. There's going to be emceeing will be B Titty. Also, it will be music. It will be obviously wine, and it will also be great food provided by the 4 Bistro and whatnot. So this is August 31st, you guys. Make sure you're here. South Euclid, right? Yes. I don't know the address. I will have it in the show notes. But just know it's coming up soon. So, and also I'm looking for vendors. You want to be a vendor? Please let us know or whatnot. You have until July 26th. So please let us know in the comments. Okay, guys, do me a favor. I am not good at the whole paying the bills, but I do want you to do me a favor. As you're watching this video below, it is everyone's a part of the political experience, from Steve recording to Bree editing to Michelle scheduling to Nakia and our amazing wife to Brittany's amazing podcast, to be told, and even little me is in the show notes. So please do me a favor and please work with the amazing people part of the political experience, because we're working hard. So I just want to thank you, but I want to especially thank you. Yes, you the person watching. Yes, you the person listening. Because once again, guys, as of right now, 7.6 million views, 16,000 subscribers, and it's counting. And I can't thank you enough, because once again, you guys want to hear great stories like Ahmaad's. And this is in the city of Cleveland, by the way. Like, I don't think I understand. Like, already off top, it's unheard of for the numbers we're heading for, but we're doing it here in the city. So once again, the example of something that dope. Y'all want to hear the stories, and we're going to continue going to the wheels fall off. Okay. So I want to thank you guys again. We want to thank Mr. Crump for coming today and whatnot. For episode 237, guys, we rolled to 23 episodes. And that's another thing. If I can say is a key, be consistent. Keep going. Because 237 episodes, that's crazy.
That's huge.
Yeah.
That's huge. Yeah.
Yeah, and we're not slowing down anytime soon. So y'all please stay tuned. We want to thank y'all. We want to thank Mr. Crump for coming today.
I appreciate it. Thanks for the opportunity.
Absolutely.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Pull up.
Pull up, y'all.
Pull up.
And we'll see y'all next time. Peace.